Hi there. Okay, over there you can see I bought this dresser and I'm going to attempt to assemble it. Now I did assemble my media cabinet, and I will leave a picture around here somewhere, a little overlay of that. Anyway, this thing here is a 5-drawer dresser that I'm going to put in my bedroom. But you can see my office is a mess. Never mind this. This is I just ate some shrimp to put that in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm just doing an unboxing right now of this. So bear with me. Okay, I put the first drawer together. Here it is, all assembled. So I am going to show you how to do. First I had to do this one so I can explain to you how to do it. The other parts, the front of the dresser, the back, top, the bottom, and the legs, I will do last. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Now, it's pretty simple. The directions are very good directions. So, and all the screws and everything are numbered, so it's easy for you to figure out how to do it. See, everything is numbered. So these, I'm out of breath. Are drawer sides. And it's all labeled drawer sides. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to, they have these things here that come, you get 10 of these. So what I'm going to do now is, see if I remember, push this. I don't know if you can see. Push this down into the hole. And it snaps in, but you have to screw it in from the underneath. And that screw is number, let me look at my instructions again. These number 7 screw, yeah, number 7 screws, which is labeled on the little packet here. So, wait a minute, no, let's do actually like this, on this side. On the right side. Why? I don't know why they did it that way, but anyway, it works. So let me go back here to my instructions. Okay. Yeah, it indicates to screw that in. So I'm going to do that. Put the screw in. And actually, I have a power screwdriver because I don't feel like slowly screwing this thing in. Turning my arm out. Oops. Now my screwdriver has a magnetic tip, see? So I'll just go in here into this hole. Oops. Sit back in there. Yeah. Okay, that's screwed in. Alright. So remember, this is actually the bottom part of the drawer, and you'll see why in a minute. So what I'm going to do now that I've done that, I'm going to take another one and do it like here. So I should do it like this. Okay. So left side, right side, or whatever side you want it to be. So I'm going to take another one of these things here. And why is there not one already open? Oh, okay. I think. I look like I'm missing one. Maybe not. One of these have a thing on it. Let's see. Yeah. I thought I was a little short. Here we go. Now here's one that has one on it, but the problem with that, this is wrong. So I'm going to take this off and move it to here, to this side. Hopefully I haven't confused you enough yet. Taking this out, taking that out. Okay, now I need to put that over here. No, like here, I believe. So I have them like this. Now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to screw it in. So you get yourself one of these power screwdrivers. It makes it real quick. I got tired of using these manual screwdrivers and my poor arm and wrist feel like it's about to fall off. So I got me one of these. Did I do that right? I don't know if I did that right. I think I did that wrong. Okay. You live and you learn, you live and you learn. Okay, actually, it should be like this. With this part facing out, so it will look like this. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to turn it over. And now I'm just going to sit here and assemble drawers today. Tomorrow, my husband and I will do the rest of it. Only because they said it needs 2 people, so. And my back is already hurting, so I don't want to make myself worse. So now I'm taking my little manual screwdriver just to make sure it's tight. Okay, that's tight. All right. The next step now is I'm going to put this to the side right now. And what I'm going to do is get the drawer front, the front of the drawer, this piece. It's labeled H. All the drawer fronts are labeled H. So I'm going to lay this down like so. And you have to remember this line and this line, they need to match up. Because this is the bottom of the drawer and you'll see why in a minute. So now I'm going to take my number 7 screws again. Put that here. Put that there. And I'm going to screw it into these holes right here. I'm not going to do it as tight just yet because I want to make sure I have everything lined up, so I didn't make the screws too tight. That way I can shift it up and down. Okay. Now I'm going to add the other side over here. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Move the camera. Okay. Now this side. And do the same thing on this side. Number 7 screws. They gave me 3 rows of number 7 screws. And you need all those to put these drawers in. What I like about this screwdriver head, it's magnetic. So it holds the screw for you. down and line up the other. That's pretty well lined up. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take one of these here. Now this is, oh, it's not numbered. It's just the bottom of the drawer. And it's nice and smooth so your clothes won't snag. Okay, so I'm going to slide it into these slots like so. And make sure it falls right down into the thing like this. So now that that's there, I'm going to tighten the screws. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then sometimes I'll come back, and use my manual screwdriver just to make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah. I have to assemble 5 of these drawers. I'm just doing this one for you as a demo, and the rest I'm going to do off camera. Okay, now, as you can see, we have an almost drawer. Now I'm going to take one of my back pieces, which is, it says back drawer on it. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, yeah. And it has this lines in here. So what you're going to do now is flip it up, make sure it lines up in the grooves. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay, and it does. So now I'm going to turn it on its side. Uh-oh. Maybe I moved a little too fast. Okay. Now this is where you're going to need a hammer. Oops, a hammer. And you have to line these up here. So I'm going to get these plastic screws, which are number 8s. And these plastic screws, I'm going to try to make sure it's sitting in the hole. Yeah. And you can tell by feeling it, the movement. And I'm going to take my hammer and hammer it. But before I do that, I'm going to take one of these boards just to sit underneath it so it could be even, so I can hammer. Now, shit. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready now. So I'm going to hammer it down. Like so. And this one is. And there. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side before the drawer falls apart on me. Move this over. Put my board underneath to balance it and even it out. Get 2 more plastics. I went on YouTube to see if they had any videos, but I didn't see one on how to do this particular dresser. So in case you all decide to get one, there will be a video on YouTube on how to assemble it. Okay, and that drawer is together. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, that is together, I'm going to lay it down on the desk and go back in and tighten up everything. I'm going to go back in and make sure everything is tight. Well, I know that is, and I did tighten these screws, so let's see. Yeah, see, this one could have been a little bit more tighter, and I'm glad I went back and just double check, make sure everything is tight. But you don't want to over tighten it and strip it, because this is not real wood. That's that, whatever, that's particle board. I hate that. Anyway, I didn't feel like sending it back. This thing was heavy. Alright, the only thing I'm going to do with this now is put the knobs on. I could have did that last, but I might as well go ahead and put the knobs on. These are the drawer knobs. Now, probably at some point I'll probably change them out. Maybe I'll take these and spray them gold. They're nice knobs. So we'll see. But now I'm going to use the number 9 screw and push it into the back and use my screwdriver to hold it in here and put the knob on. I don't really need to show you now. You know how to put knobs on. But I'll just do this. 1. Okay. And I use a screwdriver just to hold the screw so while I turn, so it won't be both moving it, together. And there it is. This drawer is done. So there you have it. The inside is nice and smooth, so your clothes are not going to get snagged on anything. And here's the front of the drawer. That's what the front looks like. I'll peel the sticker off when I'm done, actually when it's all over with. So I have 3 more to assemble, and then I'm going to come back and attach the little tracks on the side that, goes into the drawer. Okay, see you in a bit. I unboxed all the pieces, and I have them stacked in groups by their names. All of them are labeled. And over here, excuse the mess, I have these pieces laid out, grouped together. All my screws here, they're all numbered. These pieces, the back pieces, it's 5 of these. I've already done 2 drawers. These are the front of the drawers. And those are the parts to the dresser. The front, the back, the top. Let's see. The top, the bottom, the sides, and the back piece. And over here, as you can see, are the other pieces that I have to attach to it. I'm taking this piece. I've already done the other 4 drawers. And this is the piece that I'm adding to the bottom of the drawer. Like so. Take my screwdriver and screw that into the hole. Same thing on this side. And that makes everything tight. Okay. Now I'm going to take my manual screwdriver and just make sure that it's tight. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm taking this track, and with the wheel facing the back of the drawer. Drawer is upside down. You lay this on top like so. Make sure this wheel is in the back. The hole's at the top, which you don't have to do anything with, but you have to screw it in from the sides. So I'm going to take my screwdriver, my manual screwdriver, and try and screw this in right here. Now I could knock this out real quick, but I'm used to doing it because it's a small screw. So I figured I could do this by hand rather than use the power driver. I don't want to over tighten it and strip the hole because this is compressed wood, so alright, so this drawer is ready to go. I'm going to flip it over so you can see. So when you get ready to put it in the drawer, these wheels attach to the other wheels and it slide in. See, like so. These screws are number 5 screws. And the same thing on this side. Again, another drawer complete. Ready to go slide in with its wheels in. Remember, this has to go to the back. Okay? Okay, this is number 3. I have 2 more to go, and I'm just going to finish that off camera. Flip it on its back. This piece is in. Keep everything nice and tight so it won't loosen up. It's a nice piece of furniture. And the knobs, I like the knobs. I was going to change it, but I think I'll keep them. Okay. I am so tired. I'm going to bring one more drawer over here. The drawers are done. Excuse my mess, but every cabinet, Billy bookcase, cabinets, Kalex, this desk, Just about every piece of furniture in this room I have assembled myself. Oh yeah, and of course this file cabinet here. Yep, so I'm not a stranger to assembling things. I'm just not as strong as I used to be. As well as this piece over here too, which is where the dresser's going to go. And the clothes, I'm going to sort through and get rid of some stuff and put my clothing away where I don't have to look at them. I'm laying out the pieces now for the sides of the cabinet. This side is labeled A. So I'm adding the left cabinet member, and it's marked on these, which one is right and which is left. So right now this one is for the right. So I'm going to put that aside, and as you can see, this one is marked for the left. You can barely see it, but it's in there. And I'm just lining it up on the board for now, lining up the holes, matching the holes. So I'll know exactly where I'm going to screw it. Okay, right there. Okay. Left. I'm going to tell you, this is one heavy piece of furniture. Let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, and this is the last one, which I'm lining up here to these holes. Oops, where's the hole? There and there. Okay. Now, I need to find my screws that I'm going to use, which is the number 5 screws. Okay, believe me, when you're doing something like this, trust me, you want to have one of these power screwdrivers with a magnetic head, because it makes life so much easier when it comes to assembling this stuff. Now I'm going to go back with my manual screwdriver to tighten it, because this power thing has so much power on it, I don't want to over tighten it. Okay, that one feels tight. Let's hand tighten that a little bit more. Try not to strip it. Okay. Alright. So 2 down. 3 more to go. just so you can see, I have to put dowels, let me hold back this way, into this hole and that hole. As you can see, the little cams is going to go here, and as well as, can I aim this camera right here? Okay, so these two middle holes is where I'm going to hammer the dowels in. Oh, okay. I erred. It appears, according to the instructions, that I need to put one of these in each one of these holes, right here. Let me start with my hand. And same thing here, here. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? There's my screwdriver. I guess it'll make sense later on. Okay, I think that's it. Here, one there according to the directions or the picture, the diagram on the picture. And then these holes are left out for some reason. So, I don't know. Cam locks go here. That's a cam lock, which goes into here, into that hole, like so. And generally, when you put those in, let's see, the arrow should be facing down. Oh, I need a manicure so bad. It should be facing down, like so. I'll push it down in the hole. Let me get another. And push it down. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but right here is a little point, like a pyramid arrow. And that's where you want to point that this way. So make sure it's pointing that way and push it down in the hole, because something's going to lock onto that. Okay, I've finished the pieces, laid everything out on the bed. As I explained, you can see the direction. This is side A and this is side B. And this is the top of the dresser, and the bottom will go down here, which I don't understand. Anyway, I'll see when it comes together. Okay, I have the little screws in. It's supposed to be 4 of these. Yeah, 4 of those. And yeah. And of course the 2 cams at the top and the little dowels. And same thing on this side. So this is where 2 people are going to have to come in, because it has to be raised up like this. And those slats have to go in. Same thing on the other side. So it's heavy. One person can't do this by themselves. Here I had to put on my back brace. My back was killing me. So what I'm doing is getting the slats together, and I'm putting the little cam locks into each hole, as you'll see here, and I'm making sure that the pyramid arrow is pointing out. Okay. And once I have it pointed out, I push it down into the hole. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, opposite side. As you can see, I'm putting the cam locks on the opposite side as well. And then I am going to put those green dowels into the holes on each side, as you'll see in a moment. Now I get my hammer, and I'm going to lightly tap them in as far as they will go. Now I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we got this together. I see why they say you have to have two people. We decided to put it on top of the bed. Makes it easier to deal with because I'm not bending down. We're old people. I'm not bending down, neither is he. So it's up here. And we had to join these together with the cam locks and the dowels. So now the next step is for me to, add the top on. And I'm going to try to do this with it on the bed. Just finish assembling it on the bed in the bottom. And then once we get that done, we'll take it to the floor. Okay, this is the top, which I'm now going to work on. Oh, dear. Let me get some of this stuff off, dust off of it. Now, this requires 4 of these cam screws. Okay, so I think dowels are here, which are already on the top. The dowels are here, and it's already on top over there, so I don't have to put anything here. But what I will have to do is put, because the cam locks are going to fit into here, so I need to add, let's see, gonna set the camera down. See that? Okay. I'm sorry, this is a messed up tutorial, but like it's, you know, this is my first time on this. I'm not really that knowledgeable. I'm learning just like you. But I thought I would share myself trying to put this thing together. Okay, so one goes here on the end, and one goes over there, over here. Okay, let's trying to get it started with my hand. Now here's where the power tools come in. Make sure it's straight. Okay. Over there. That look a little cockeyed. Cockeyed. I want you to go in straight. Okay. Well, I guess it's gonna be cockeyed no matter what. All right, then I do the same thing on the opposite side. So move these out the way. And I should have two more of these. They're very well organized. They make sure they give you an extra just in case, an extra part. Just in case you need it. Oops. Sorry. Okay. So this goes on this end. And that goes on this end. Okay. See, I'm using this screwdriver real slowly because it's powerful. And see, I don't like this screws going in crooked. I don't know, maybe I need to stand up and do this right. Stand up. I'm trying to sit down and do it, and it's not working. Okay, there we go. Same thing with this. All right. Okay, one more thing. Let me move this out the way. I've got all the pieces in. Move this over here. All right. Two there, two here. Dowels are going to fit in here. Dowels are going to fit in there. And I'm going to try, I should be able to do this by myself. But I have to rest first. Anyway, now this screw here, this hole here is where I'm going to put what they call the wall support. It's to tethered to the wall. So I'm going to have to install that piece. Let's see, where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Here it is, and it even comes with an anchor for the wall, which I'll use my drywall anchors. But that's good because I'm in earthquake country, California, and in case of an earthquake, God forbid, yeah. Let's see, is that how that goes like that? Yeah. You want to be able to have all your stuff, you know, tethered to the wall. My TV that's sitting on my console in the living room is also supported on the wall as well, because in case it starts shaking, I don't want it to fall off the console, you know. Okay. Let's bring that down a little bit. Back up a little bit because I want it right. Okay. That way I can just mount it to the wall if I have to. That don't make any sense. Okay, so my next step is to go ahead and attach the top. So do not fully tighten the screw. Okay. The bottom is on. The base is on. Then put the top on, which I'll do that last. Now I'm going to put the legs on. This is the plates that go under for the legs. So I decided I'm going to screw the legs on first, and then I'm going to screw this into the bottom. The first one I did, I tried to screw it in, it wouldn't stay. So what I had to do was take my pliers and twist these little screws to bring them up, you know, higher, so that they would fit and stay in this hole. They don't tell you that part. Okay, so that one is in there, nice and tight. So I think I'll do these all first before I try to screw them onto the bottom of the dresser. So they're in there nice and tight. Okay. So I have 3 legs ready to go. And I'm going to take these 3 screws and go over there and try to put this in. Okay, I was trying to set it up where you could see it, but it's not going to let me do that. So now I'm just going to have to line that up and do that with all of them. And I can already tell that I screwed this one in too far, so I'm going to have to take it down a little bit so it could be flushed. The legs are on. Now we're going to get this onto the floor. Okay, I have put the bottom on, the legs. The top part is on. We flipped it face down so I can put this back piece on. Yeah. I'm going to nail this on to the back. And then I'm done, and I pray that I put those things in right. We'll see. I still have to clean the mirror and finish decorating, but when I dropped it on the edge, there's a little chip on the edge because when I first picked the top part up, it's so heavy, it slid out of my hand, so the corner piece is a little chip on the left side. You probably could see it, I don't know. But this is it. I had to recuperate for a couple of days after this one.